Okay, so MainBrain has to interface with multiple boards at the same time. And I think I'm at the end of the revisions for the what I call the front end, where the interfacing occurs with the bus of all the boards. So that consists of a ribbon cable. So let's take a look at MainBrain real fast so you can get an idea of what we're talking about here. Okay, so here's how it works. There's MainBrain on top, and it has two boards on the bottom, motion boards. The one is connected to uh, this test fixture here, and we have another motor that we got to get test fixture set up for. But see, there's the ribbon cable. So we need a ribbon cable with at least three, but we're gonna add. We're gonna make one with four connectors. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, here we are in the shop, and we have the vise for the mill. That's what I like to do, and we just got to make sure it's clean in here so it doesn't get anything embedded in there when we clamp it. So we want to make sure our key is good relative to wire conductor 1. Make sure our connector is on there straight, and it kind of moves around a little bit. So you want to make sure it stays there by just gripping it a little bit until you get it in the vise. All right. So we kind of want to just to go like that, and then we want to just tighten that vise down on there like that. And when it starts to touch, we want to make one last check that everything is clear and square. All right. Looks good. And then we just clamp. And you'll see it, you'll feel the bottom out. And you don't want to put very much pressure on it. Just enough for it to bottom out and click. These little tabs will click and lock. All right. So there. I have it a little bit crooked. Yeah, this one's a little bit off. You got to be careful and do that. We'll trim this, but you got to be careful. All right. So they all the connectors go in the same direction, right? So take another connector, make sure that the connector is right, compared the key, compared, so they're the same. So this will slide on right here on there. If I can get a hold of it properly, and it'll just slide in there. Looks like it's pushed down a little bit, but it'll slide right in there. And that's why it's important to have a straight edge for it to fit in there, right? And this one does not want to go in there. Let's try a different one. All right, make sure our key is right. And then we'll want to just slide it in there. I might have to trim this ribbon cable because it's a little bit crooked. It doesn't want to go in there on the end down here. All right, let's trim that ribbon cable. So we'll just take and cut this thing square like that. Show you how I do it. So we'll just take it like that. Trim it just like that, all right? Then we get a ribbon cable on the right, like that, and get our key lined up so that they're the same right here. All right. Except that's upside down. All right, so there's our keys are the same. All right. Then we want to take and slide it in just like this. Just like that. Then we want to slide it all the way down past this crunchy looking part. That's not too good for the ribbon cable. That happened in shipping. But then we want to slide it. Now we want to get we want to have enough slack in the cable. So this one, actually this old one worked good for one, but we're going to put one in the middle. So we're going to space it accordingly on here, on the new ribbon cable. All right, just like that. All right, and we're going to make it square, even better. And then we're going to open up the vise a little bit, and we're going to have to go in like this to get it. Okay, and then we'll have to flip it and crimp it a little bit on this end to make sure both sides lock down good. All right. Okay. All right, so there's what it looks like. All right. And our keys are on the right direction. All right. All right, then we'll do one more. Just like that. Slide it down. Make sure we have our spacing the same. About. It's not critical, but that has to be about right. All right. About like that, huh? Squared. Slide it in the vise. Like so. Crimp it down. Flip it over so we can get the other side crimped evenly. Like that. Crimp it. I crimped that way too tight. Okay, so I messed up a connector, and so I cut off that connector and then just put one just on the end of the ribbon cable. So they're not evenly spaced, but we'll see if it's going to work. All right. I didn't catch that on video. I don't know. I got shook up, I guess. All right. Well, that's all we got. That's our finished product. Not what we wanted, but we got 3. And we'll see if this distance is enough here to actually work. See what happens. Well, not always do things work out the way you want them to. So this is the result of my snafu. So this connector just got destroyed, damaged to where it might as well be destroyed. So let's see if this is let's see if our result will actually work. All right, so let's, got a little bit of dirt. I need to clean my shop too. All right, let's see if it'll go on here. Is it gonna go this way? Which one's the key? It has to go this way. So this one will go on somewhere in here. All right, you wouldn't want to damage the one on the boards. You'll be having to take that out. All right, so we want to bend this out and let it go in like this. And that's the size that we wanted, and that's pretty tight there. And this one's just going to have to bend up a little bit. All right, can you see this? I hope. So I got to bend this thing a little bit like this. Up, get a bend in it. And then we can bring it down. And we can put it in here. Like that. All right. Okay. And then if we touch that, then if you look, you can see there's a 2 and a 2. So it's board type 2 in slot 1 and 2. All right, and the rest is open. So it detected it, so it works. Our ribbon cable works. Woohoo! We just didn't get our 4 that we wanted. But this will give us our test right here. We can still do our test just fine.